Hey folks, it's Farmer Marshall. Today we're going to talk about vegetables you can plant in August. Yeah, I did say August. And the catch with this one is some of these plants you can use for a late summer harvest and some you can do an early fall harvest. And with some of them, you can even carry them on through the winter. So let's do this. So let's start with late summer crops. The thing about these guys is they completely change your normal strategy for August planting. First off, let's start with that old summer favorite, yellow squash. Now, if you plant that now, some of those varieties will be ready 50 to 65 days, meaning you could have fresh yellow squash by the end of September. Think about how bad your squash did after the vine squash borer got to them. You still got time to get some, because those vine squash borers are going to be gone. I recommend crooked neck yellow squash or even patty pan squash. They're delicious. Next up is what I consider to be the cousin of yellow squash, and that would be zucchini. You can harvest zucchini within 45 days or up to maybe 60-65 days. So it's very fast growing, and I would suggest just going with the simple black beauty squash. You can't beat it. Next up would be beans, either pole beans or bush beans. Now the difference between the two is with your bush beans, you're going to be able to harvest them quicker, but with your pole beans, you're going to be able to harvest them longer. So take your pick. You can't lose with either one. The next item on the list is something for everyone that believes there's nothing they can plant this time of year that's going to be able to get harvested, and that would be radishes. Radishes are fast. They can be harvested within 25 to 30 days. Imagine that. You can be harvesting radishes by Labor Day. Now, I hope you didn't think I was going to tell you to plant radishes without giving you recommendations. I go with the cherry bell, the French breakfast, or the watermelon. All of them are delicious. Give them a try. Think about it. 30 days, and you can have radishes harvested. Another strong recommendation for people who are further north who believe there's nothing they can get planted, well, try that peppery green arugula. You can harvest that within 30 to 40 days. Yeah, you can still grow a garden. Lettuce. Yeah, pure, simple, healthy, and safe lettuce. Not that stuff they're selling in the grocery store. And you can harvest this lettuce within 45 to 60 days. And if you want even more of a harvest, succession plant every 2 to 3 weeks. That way, you'll have new plants coming up and old plants coming out. Or you can even do cut and come again harvesting. That's where you cut off the larger outer leaves and leave the center portion of the leaves to grow. And they will continue to grow and add on more leaves. That's cut and come again harvesting. Either way, you're going to have lettuce through December. I forgot to mention, you can grow this from grow zone 3 all the way to grow zone 10. So if you're living up north in grow zone 3, you can still grow some lettuce. Now my suggestions for varieties, I go with Butter Crunch because it's so soft and tender, romaine, and also red leaf lettuce. Oh, and I can't leave off one of my favorites, black seeded Simpson. It is fantastic. Last on the list for a late summer harvest would be cucumbers. Do you realize that some cucumbers can be harvested within 50 days? So if you get them in the ground now, either from seed or from start, you can have cucumbers within 50 days before September is even over. Now, since your time period is a little shorter, I suggest going with either lemon cucumber or pickling cucumber. They aren't as large as some of the other cucumbers, but you can get some great cucumber taste out of those crops. So that's the end of your fast growing crops. So you can end September out with a bang. But now let's go on to your slow growing crops that you can plant now that you'll harvest in October, November, December, and even beyond. First on my list, the fall plants would be spinach. Now I'll be honest with you, spinach absolutely hates the heat. So you probably want to plant this indoors in seedling trays. That way it can grow some before you start putting it out in the garden. And spinach is not only healthy for you, at least if you're growing it at home, who knows what it's going to be like if you buy it at the grocery store, but it's healthy for you. And it's very cold hardy. It's so cold hardy that one year I planted it for a fall crop and it lasted throughout December January, February, and even March. I think it didn't even bolt until April. So if you can get some spinach in the ground, or at least start your seeds, it's a fantastic start to the fall season. Another great thing about spinach is that you can harvest some varieties within 40 to 50 days. And if you want to keep harvesting it, just do the cut and come again harvesting method or succession plant. Either way, you're going to have spinach well until late in the year. And a couple things that I forgot to mention about spinach is that it gets sweeter as it gets cooler. And if you're living in Grow Zone 3, yeah, you can go on the planet too, because it's going to work out just great in those cooler temperatures. Now this next vegetable is often overlooked, and that's mustard greens. You can harvest mustard greens in 40 to 50 days. And if you do the cut and come again method of harvesting, you can have mustard greens from September, October through December. And this works very well in Grow Zone 3 to 10. So a lot of you guys can grow this stuff. It tastes fantastic. It's easy to grow. Now most grow zones, you probably want to start it indoors, but in Grow Zones 3 and 4, you might even want to just direct sow it. But get it planted now, because if you get it planted now, up north, you're going to have it ready in plenty of time before you get to first frost. And good thing is, it can take a frost. Now I'm not sure how true this is for most greens, but 1 year I planted mustard greens and I let them grow and grow until they reseeded. And when they reseeded, the following summer, I had over 30 plants. It was so easy, I had no idea. Now here's something I'm always excited to grow. Kale. It can be harvested within 50 to 70 days. You can use the cut and come again method of harvesting. And honestly, kale can take temperatures down to 30, 20 degrees and keep on going. I've grown kale that's lasted through all fall and through most of the winter. So give it a try. And like I said before about other vegetables, Grow Zone 3, keep it going, because you can grow this too. Varieties I would suggest would be lacinato, curly kale, and one of the most cold hardy kales you'll ever try, which is red Russian kale. Now those leafy greens are fast growing crops and very easy. But if you want the big money crops, the brassicas, you're going to need a different strategy, because those are slow growers. Now these are the crops that take 60 to 100 days, and most of them need to be started indoors. And number one on my list of brassicas would be broccoli. Now it does take 60 to 90 days depending on the variety, and the reason it takes so long is because it not only has to create the leaves, but it also needs to grow that bulb. If you hear a funny sound, that's Prince rolling around in the grass. And like many things on my list, you can grow these all the way up to Grow Zone 3 down to Grow Zone 10. So give it a try. You'll love having some fresh, homegrown broccoli, and it does taste better when you grow it yourself. And of course, it's safer. Next on my list is a hidden gem, and it looks kind of like an alien designed it, and that would be kohlrabi. You really don't see it in stores that much, but it's a fantastic vegetable because it gives you what I call a double crop. You can eat the bulbous stem and you can eat the leaves. The bulbous stem tastes kind of like the broccoli stem combined with cabbage. It's delicious. You can eat it cooked or you can eat it raw. And yes, you can plant it in Grow Zone 3 and 4 right now. Me, I'm going to wait till towards the end of August, but I'm going to get my seeds started now. Now they say you can harvest your kohlrabi 45 to 60 days. I'm leaning more towards 60 to 70. But either way you do it, plant your kohlrabi, you'll love it, and it can be grown in Grow Zones 3 through 10. And if you want something aside from just green in your garden, plant the purple kohlrabi or even just the white variety. They're both fantastic finds. Next on my list is one of the easiest brassicas to grow, and that would be cabbage. You can grow it in Grow Zone 3 all the way to Grow Zone 10 this time of year. And the great thing about cabbage, it can store for months. So if you're growing it, get it started now, because you need to start it indoors. Next on my list is something I consider to be kind of fun to grow, and that would be cauliflower. And the reason I consider it fun to grow is because you can grow white cauliflower, orange cauliflower, and purple cauliflower, and I think there's even a green cauliflower. Pick a color you like and give it a try. Now days to maturity for cauliflower is anywhere between 60 and 90 days. I'm leaning more towards the 90 days. And you can grow this anywhere between grow zone 4 and grow zone 10. And if you're lucky, you might even be able to get some of these in grow zone 3. So if you want to take a chance, give it a try. You're going to love it. Hey folks, if you're going to plant some vegetables in August, do me a favor, put it in the comments. Also, make sure you put it in your grow zone. That way we can kind of share and see what people are growing out there. And while you're at it, please hit that like button, subscribe button, and then that notification bell. That will be here next time I have something going on in the garden. So back to the list. Now I'm finished with the brassicas. So let's go into my next category of vegetables, and that will be root vegetables. First on the list is carrots. Oh, delicious carrots. What's up, Doc? So, with carrots, just like with all the other root vegetables I'm going to mention, you must direct sow them. They don't like their roots disturbed because the root is the food. So when you're planting carrots, you don't want to bury the seeds deeply at all. Matter of fact, a little shake of dirt over the seeds will do just fine. And also, make sure you keep it well watered. Just like with most of the vegetables on my list, these can be grown all the way up to grow zone 3, all the way down to grow zone 10 in August. And a few growing tips with carrots. First of all, you don't want to plant the seeds deeply. In fact, you want to plant them directly in the soil, or as they call it, direct sow, and just cover it with maybe even just a hair of dirt or soil. Maybe not even a quarter inch. And once you do that, you want to make sure that soil stays moist until the seeds germinate. Now here's a strange trick with growing carrots. Once you get them planted, make sure the soil is moistened first of all. But once you get them planted, cover the soil with a cardboard or plywood. Something to help prevent it from drying out. And don't check on it every day. Give it 7-10 days and check on it every day at that point. But before then, just let it stay there and they will germinate. Trick I learned from in my garden. It's shocking how well it works. So if you're trying to grow carrots, that's one way to help ensure that it stays moist throughout the germination period. Hey folks, if you're going to plant some vegetables in August, do me a favor, put it in the comments. Also, make sure you put it in your grow zone. That way we can kind of share and see what people are growing out there. And while you're at it, please hit that like button, subscribe button, and then that notification bell. That will be here next time I have something going on in the garden. So back to the list. Another fantastic root vegetable would be beets. Now beets are one of those vegetables that I consider to be a dual crop vegetable because you can not only eat the beets roots and you can eat the leaves. They're fantastic in salads. In fact, if you buy salad mixes, look for those leaves because sometimes they're often mixed up in them. And you can grow the beets in grow zone 3 to 10 just like everything else on this list. Now beets can be harvested within 50 to 70 days. And similar to how you plant a carrot, that's how I plant my beets. Well, they want to be on camera too. As far as how I plant my beets, I take the seeds and plant them not very deep under the soil, similar to how I do carrots. Keep them well watered and then cover them with a board or some cardboard. That way you can help prevent them from the seeds from drying out. And once they germinate, they go fast. So try beets, you'll love them, and try pickling beets. Next up on the list is another one of those double harvest vegetables. That will be turnips. Now, they're great for growing in all the grow zones 3 to 10. If you're in grow zone 3, I get them in the ground as soon as possible. Turnips are an underrated crop in your garden because people have been buying turnips and turnip greens from the grocery store. The taste when you grow it at home is so much better. A couple of great things about growing turnip greens is that they're cold hardy and they can take a frost. And the funny thing about that frost, the frost makes the leaves taste even sweeter. Yeah, and I know it's the craziest thing, and I'm sure you've heard it before. And there's a reason for that. It's all about protecting itself. The plant takes the starch in the leaves and turns it to sugar, which acts as a natural antifreeze, which makes the plant taste sweeter. So if you didn't know, now you know. So if you're wondering what you can get planted in August, here's a list. Now let's get out there in the garden and get a little dirty. Yeah,